Hello vinyl community, my name is Will Smith. It has been some time since I've uploaded a video, but I recently got the box set for Metallica's Black Album, or their self-titled album. And I'm excited about it. I'm excited to show you guys what's inside of it and compare it a little bit. I will say that I got a little impatient yesterday. I've opened the actual main packaging, but I want to show this. Box has Metallica tape on the corner. It has some good padding on the side. So I thought it was packaged well, but we'll dive into it and just open this up. First thing, underneath the cellophane, there is this general sheet that shows everything that is in here. And so I'll just highlight, just really quickly, everything that's there. 2 LPs of the album remastered, 2 LPs of, or an LP picture disc, an LP single live at Wembley, 2 LPs of a live show in Russia, and then there are several CDs, CD 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, CD 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and then there are DVDs 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So a ton of content just in the media itself. Very excited to dive into this. First thing, just looking at the outside of the box, it's a little different than the other boxes before. The actual material of the box is a smooth cardboard. It has a small pinpoint texture here, and I'm gonna hold this up. I hope that you can kind of see how it has that, but it's not rough in the slightest. And then you can see how they've got the album art in the center. This is recessed, so that the album art is lower into the center, and it feels like it's a sticker on there. And then on the back of the box, we have the snake, the Don't Tread on Me snake, some official sticker here, as well as the word Metallica. And then one thing that I've noticed already is how different the closure is of this box. So I want to compare this. I've grabbed out my favorite Metallica album, Ride the Lightning, that box set, a video of opening that. When you open this box, first off, this is a flat, matte cardboard. It has almost a little bit of a rough feel. This is not recessed into the album art cover here. But when you open it, this whole box, the whole top opens up. However, when we open the Black Album, it is a magnet closure. A little bit different, and just the top comes up. You'll see it doesn't have the sides on it. So quite a bit different, and also to make everything more accessible, you can see the magnets. You can see a magnet there and there, or at least a metal piece that's holding it, whichever way they've done. I haven't tested that. But this is scooped to get your items out. Very different. If I look at the other 4 box sets that they've done, are like this, and you'll see there isn't that nice way to get something out. Just everything's kind of here. The way that these open, you can get to everything this way, but it doesn't have that same kind of scallop. So I think the box might be a little bit nicer here on the Black Album. Let's dive in. First things first, greeted with the actual album. It is just a regular jacket. It's not a gatefold. Inside, let's see, have a lyric sheet. Looks just like the CD that I got so many years ago. I will say that the record sleeves are a paper but plastic lined record sleeve, so it's a nice sleeve. And the record itself, black. Oh, this is interesting. Oh my. That is interesting. I'm going to try and get it to where you can see this. there is in the dead wax writing, and you can see some of it. Let me see if I can get to where you can see the rest of it. It says right there, let me read it. You just stood there pressing vinyl. And then it has the initials. I've never seen that on any record ever. I find that fascinating. And it says on this side, made on the Metallica press. So that's fun. Oof, I dropped it there. That would have been a disaster. Haven't even had a chance to listen to it yet. Just out of the box. Let me see if there's similar things on the other record here, written in the dead wax. You just stood there pressing vinyl. And on this side, made on the Metallica press. Interesting writing in the dead wax, but the inner sleeves and everything seem really nice. I'm excited to give this a listen. I have, and I think it's Blackened Records, this album already on vinyl. But the box set, I think, gives you so much. There's so much in these that it's pretty cool. Next item. A Sad But True picture disc. And I'm hoping that it's coming through the snake there and the word Sad But True. It's on the vinyl. And then this is the single. So the tracks are on side one, Sad But True, then Nothing Else Matters. And it says Nothing Else Matters is the elevator version. Creeping Death Live and the Sad But True demo. So we can see some art there. Really shiny, getting a lot of reflection from the cover here, but that's pretty cool. I usually don't end up listening to the picture disc, in large part just because I'm worried it'll ruin the picture. I have no idea if it will. Feel free to leave in the comments if you think I'm crazy for not. Next, we have Metallica live at Wembley Stadium, London. It's like April 20th, 1992. And this has 3 tracks on it. So it's a 12-inch single, basically. Looks like they are Enter Sandman, Sad But True, and Nothing Else Matters. And then, again, similar, looks like a good record sleeve. Let me pull this out, just take a look here. Made on the Metallica press. That's on the one side. And then on the other side, yep, you just stood there pressing vinyl. That looks handwritten. I'm wondering if they pushed that into the master and then pressed it that way. In general, but that'll be awesome. The first song I ever played on a guitar was Nothing Else Matters, and so it's kind of exciting to see all these different versions and covers of that. Next up we have, this is a gatefold record, Metallica live at Tushino Airfield in Moscow, Russia, September 28th, 1991. Back looks like the whole concert, and it has some of the other stuff. So the classic Ecstasy of Gold that they play first, Enter Sandman's on there, but we have some of their previous stuff too, like Fade to Black, Creeping Death, Seek and Destroy, For Whom the Bell Tolls, One. There's not a lot of the new stuff on here, but then there's a few other things. So Whiplash is on there, Encore Jam, Last Caress, Am I Evil, and Battery. So that could be very interesting. Let's see here, the inner gatefold stage picture. Looking out. And let's just see, once again, black vinyl, a nice, pretty good record sleeve. Plastic lined with paper. Let's look at the next items here. We've gotten to some of the other content. I think this stuff's so cool. We've got this folder. This is where they're trying to share some of the some of the notes. So let's see. We've gotten some handwritten items here, maybe some concept play art. Now these notes seem different than the other notes. They've actually, this is heavier. The paper is heavier. It's got a little bit of a cardstock-like feel, but they've tried really hard to make it seem like the legal yellow-colored notebook of the notes. Double-sided, so they've written front and back, and there's several pages here. So we've got Enter Sandman, we've got Sad But True. That one doesn't have anything on the back. Holier Than Thou doesn't have anything on the back. The Unforgiven doesn't. I do find this humorous. It's just a side note. They dedicate their lives to running all of his. We know that lyric well, but I find it funny, the spelling correction in lyric notes. Just humorous to me. This one, front and back, for Wherever I May Roam. Don't Tread on Me, just the front. Through the Never, single-sided, Nothing Else Matters. It's interesting because it is a simple song, and the lyric notes here are quite simple as well. Of Wolf and Man, this is a cool drawing up at the top. This is another single-sided, but so you can see that, the transformation as you go. The God That Failed, single-sided, My Friend of Misery. So we've got lyric notes for all of these, and really very different than some of the others. In fact, I wonder, if I can just take a half a second here to look at, because I thought there was lyric notes in this as well. Might be in one of the other ones. I'll have to just continue to look. Those are a couple of posters. Well, they feel like they're different than the other box sets. So very interesting there, but a pretty cool folder of lyric notes. And then it looks like we've got, from additional printed material, some covers where Metallica was featured on a magazine cover. Now, this is one of the areas where this particular box set changes too. I'm trying to show this inside. Most of these have had like a little cardboard insert that helps hold things up. But this one is actually stepped so that the book fits and doesn't slide around as much. And then it feels like these are better held, the CDs, and the other material that's down here. Looking at the book is hardcover. Hardcover has a little bit of flex. I mean, it feels like a good cover. Texture, like a cloth texture to it. Embossed Metallica on the front, comes through really clearly. On the side, just Metallica on the back, the M. The classic M, what some say is the best M. This is supposed to be a lot of pictures along with some articles and notes there. I do like this one. This article here is actually signed as Jason Newsted. So Jason Newsted, I'm assuming, wrote this. And I will say that regardless of how things shook down with the band, I like to see that he has a place in this, because he was an important part of the history there of this album, and the band made a huge part of the history. Gorgeous, high gloss pages, printed right out to the edges. I mean, this just looks really sharp. And more written content than I was expecting, really. So, Masahito, the journalist. So we've got a Call Him by Him, Gary Barad, The Merch Guy. So some notes here, pretty cool. Too much to dive into there on our video together, but that's going to be a pretty neat book, and one of the enjoyable things is to listen to the album, sit back and enjoy that. So we had already said that there's a ton of CDs and DVDs here. I'm going to just grab out a chunk and go through. I like how they've done this. It's a cardboard cover. It's inexpensive to manufacture, but it kind of makes it feel like a record. Let's see here. We've got a lyric book on the one side of this gatefold. That's actually kind of interesting. I cannot remember if this is what that looked like in the first CD that I got so many years ago. But we've got that on the one side, and then I'm sure just a CD. And they usually make it seem like it's an inner sleeve, almost like a record. So yeah, kind of like an inner sleeve there. So the album, remastered. We have a similar gatefold for the interviews. Now this one, I'm pretty excited about, in large part because on Spotify, I have been listening to some of the riff tapes, specifically Jason Newsted's, or from his riff tape, the My Friend of Misery, which is track 15 on one of them. It's fantastic. And it is also on Spotify. But this has got 2 CDs of these. And so they've gotten them from several from, well, so we got Kurt's riff tapes, Jason's riff tapes, 1990 Writing in Progress. There's a demos, Writing in Progress, demo. Let's see, James's riff tapes. Normally too, you see Lars's stuff here, but I don't necessarily see that attributed. And then last we have the pre-production rehearsals and radio edits. I'll be honest with you, I'm not sure what they're editing out on these radio edits, but of the radio edits, we have Enter Sandman, The Unforgiven, Nothing Else Matters, and Wherever I May Roam. Maybe it's for length. Maybe that's why there's an edit. But then of the pre-production rehearsal stuff, I mean, it looks like pretty much the entire album. So, interesting stack there. We'll just go over to the next stack down. This looks like live stuff. Oh, we've got another little non-music goodie here. So, live at Gelände in Mannheim, Germany, May 22nd of 1993. Another gatefold. Looks like it's the entire concert. Starts again with Ecstasy of Gold, and then Creeping Death, Harvester of Sorrow, Welcome Home, A Wolf of Man. That's the first one off of this album. Wherever I May Roam, also off the Black Album. Let's see. These are fun. So there's a bass solo live. That'd be Jason Newsted there, so that'd be cool to listen to. A live guitar solo. So, could be some interesting live items there. And then next, A Year and a Half in the Life of Metallica Outtakes DVD. So, let's see here. The chapters, the making of Don't Tread on Me. The making of Sad But True, Enter Sandman. Enter Sandman itself, probably, I don't know. The outtakes. I'm not sure what to expect there. I'll have to watch that. There also is, under here, in a little pocket that's recessed. This is it's a frocked plastic liner that they've insert into the bottom of the box here to hold everything. And in a little recess, there is a Metallica lanyard. So we've got that. Then, let's see, we've got a whole other pile here. There's so much. And some more goodies as well. So we've got rough and alternate mixes, another gatefold CD, 2 CD, Wherever I May Roam, take 3, Nothing Else Matters, take 19, The Unforgiven, 139 beat per minute take. I don't know what it is normally in beats per minute, but if that sounds fast, the 139. And makes me curious about that. And then several rough mixes. Okay. We also have here some shit from Day on the Green, Oakland, California, October 12th, 1991. Let's see what we have here. You can see several things: Creeping Death, Harvester of Sorrow, Welcome Home, Sanitarium, Sad But True. Another bass solo, just seems like whatever this concert was. And then, last in this stack, Live at Arco Arena in Sacramento, California, plus covers and B-sides. Another gatefold CD. Let's take a look here. I always love covers, so that's awesome. Last Caress, Am I Evil? There's a couple of jams. Encore Jam 2. There's a bass solo. There's an encore jam. We've got Bread Fan, Stone Cold Crazy, So What? Killin' Time. Stone Cold Crazy Live. So there's Stone Cold Crazy Remastered and Stone Cold Crazy Live. Harvester of Sorrow, Nothing Else Matters Live. So 3 CDs stuffed into this. And then, again, some more non-music material. We got a set of picks. And they're kind of cool. I'm gonna try and flip this over so I can show this. On the one side, they say Metallica. On the other side, they have the Don't Tread on Me snake. And some of them they all feel decently thick. They almost look like my Dunlop picks. And then we've got, and I think these are cool. I've liked these that have come in others, but they are badges. So Metallica, summer of '91. It looks like AC/DC is cut into the head of that person. Band personnel, and it just has that on both sides. Next, and these almost look like they were made for, or what it would be had they not, should they be new, if they will. Anyways, Wherever I May Roam. Then you can see here, if it was actually made for you, those would be filled. Similar thing, Metallica and Guns N' Roses, Stadium Tour, All Access Pass card. And then on the back, you have a spot again for picture and name and number. And then last, we have the Metallica Nowhere Else to Roam. This one feels pretty mild. I think I still like the one that came with, I think it was in the Injustice for All box set, that was the Captain Crunch pass. That was cool. One last pile. I think this will be a lot of the DVDs. Live at Gentofte Stadium in Copenhagen, Denmark, August 10th, 1991, and bonus shit DVD. So I'm assuming these are both, I don't know. There is one DVD in here. Let's take a look at it. Little plastic inner sleeve I'll leave on. But there you go. I'm gonna assume these are Region 1 DVDs, just because they're primarily gonna sell to Region 1, but interesting. Live at Frankenhalle, Nuremberg, Germany, November 29th, 1992, DVD. This would be, I think, a really cool one to go through and watch. I know that I've enjoyed the one Metallica concert I've gone to. Live at Festival Park in Werchter, Belgium. It's July 4th, 1993, plus music videos and Hafen's Home Movies DVD. This one's in a gatefold. It looks like there are 2 discs there. And I think to wrap up the DVDs, Wherever I May Roam DVD. I don't think that's what this Outtakes DVD was from, because that was 1.5 years in the life of Metallica. Outtakes DVD. So this one's different. Regardless, a lot of content there, a lot to go through and enjoy. Anyways, that is the Metallica Black Album box set. Pretty loaded with content, I think. So, very cool. Thanks everyone for joining me. Feel free to, of course, leave a comment, like, subscribe, do those things, and have a nice day.